Hi guys and welcome to my channel. I'm sharing the videos of tarot learning with you guys, and I know that my speed is really slow because there are other videos that I need to make, and there are a lot of stuff that I need to take care of. So because of which I'm not able to kind of give you the videos in the frequency that I would want to give and you would want to have the videos with you. But in the meanwhile, I will try to do it as fast as I can. But in the meanwhile, I know that a lot of you have already bought a tarot deck or already doing readings, and you're trying to figure out how to do those readings. So like what is the spread, what are the permissions, and all of the things that I talk about. So today I'm going to cover how do you shuffle the cards. I've covered that earlier, but I'm going to give you like a quick reminder of it. I'm going to cover how do you ask questions, how do you use different spreads, what are the permissions, where are the permissions required, yes, no questions, creating your own spread, and connecting the cards. So I'm going to talk about this. Now there are other things also that will come, like how I do the reading. So I'm going to cover a lot of other things as well. So when I read for anybody, the first and foremost important thing for me is to get the permission of the person. So basically I don't read for even for my family members without the permission. And why? Because I think every soul has a free will, and when you are actually reading cards for somebody, you are actually connecting to that soul and getting the information, extracting the information out of that soul. And it is very important for you to have the permission to get into that energy zone, and that is why I don't read without permissions. I only read without permissions. But there are people who read without permissions, and I'm not judging them. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but you can actually take your own stand. You can actually make your own mind as to how would you want to read and how your tarot cards allow you to read. So that's the first step. I take a permission of the person. Now second, when I have to take the reading, first of all, I ask my cards that if they are ready for the reading. So before the reading, in my mind, I call my guides, angels, God, or positive energies to be around when I do this reading. And then I just ask the cards if they're, so I shuffle the cards for a while because that's important. That's kind of connecting with the energy of the cards. And after shuffling, I ask the cards if they are ready for the reading. And if they are, they should give me major arcana. So I ask them that give me a major arcana if we are ready for the reading. And then it's not that I will wait for the card to only jump out. I might just take a card like this. So the card kind of tilted a little and it is a major arcana. So that means that we have a permission to move ahead for the reading. You can decide it how you want to do it for yourself, and you can have your individual rules or regulations that you follow. I don't follow much of the rules and regulations like typical, but you can actually decide how do you want to do it, and how do your cards connect with you, and accordingly you can decide for yourself. So I take the permission. Once I've taken the permission of the card, now how do we read? We read in two ways. One is a face-to-face reading, like the person is right in front of you. So if the person is right in front of you, you can give your cards to that person to shuffle so that that person's energy kind of gets into the cards. Then you'll make a spread and ask that person to take out the cards. If that person is not in front of you, you can decide how would you read for that person, how would you connect with that person. So in the beginning, I used to do face-to-face readings, and then I started doing distant readings where I needed the picture and the voice of the person as well, and now I only need the picture. So it will depend upon how do you connect. Now when I have a picture of the person, I look at that picture for a while shuffling the cards, and then in my mind I just look at that picture, and in my mind I just say the glance of his or her life, answers to the questions, and guidance for him or her. So like if there's a male or female, accordingly you can choose. And this is what I keep saying in my mind, and while I keep saying this, that's how I keep shuffling the cards. Now when I shuffle the cards and I say this in my mind, there are at times cards that fell out. The cards that jump out always, mostly if your hands are not slippery, or mostly they have a meaning. So you can either relate it to something else that's going on in your mind while you are kind of shuffling, or this could be the answer to the questions that person might have. So you have to keep a tab of that, and you don't have to ask every question and take the cards that jump out. I do that for the energy of Sushant, because that's how he wants to connect. He wants you to know that he's there, and he wants you to know that he's making those cards kind of come out. So that's why I do it like that. But my usual readings, I don't make the cards jump. I'll go mad if I do that. But what you can do is you can just shuffle the cards with that thing in your mind, that what is the guidance and what is going on in this person's life, and what are the answers to his or her questions. You can have that in your mind. And if you have a particular question in your mind also, let me tell you that also, if you have a particular question in your mind, like for example, you want to read for yourself, there is a question on your mind with regards to a particular job, particular situation, particular relationship, you have to put your question in a very right way. So you can't say that should or should not I do that. Now then the answer that you'll get will be completely jumbled up. So you have to say should I do that, or you can say should I not do that. So if you do that way you'll get a more clearer answer. So your question should be very crisp and clear. So when you take out when you kind of shuffle the cards, after that you spread the cards. Now there are a lot of rules and regulations with it that people follow, that you cut the deck into half and then you put it on it and then you put it in the half moon. So I don't follow anything. I just follow what my cards tell me. I don't feel there are rules, regulations that can be with these type of energies. But yeah, so you just spread the cards like this. When you spread the cards like this, now you can create your own spread. So you don't have to be dependent upon the spreads that are already there. Like my spread is my own. There is no spread. Nobody can tell me that the spread is anywhere, because this is not. That's my own spread. In the same way, you can create your own spread. Now, how do you create your own spread? For example, if you want to create like a 3-card spread, rather than doing it as a past, present, future, you can do it as the problem, solution, and guidance. So in the same way, you can actually have placements of the cards with questions for example, what is the main issue? How do you deal with that issue? What are the blockages that are coming? So you can, in your diary, you can kind of put a sketch of what card, where it is kept and what it represents, until it kind of get fixed in your mind. And you can keep picking up spreads like that. So you will start understanding that spread in a better way, and you will start getting all your answers in from that spread. Now the very typical spread that is done is a Celtic cross spread, which Celtic cross or Celtic cross, you'll get it online everywhere. So this is like main issue, what is the blockage, okay, and then it is what is on the mind or what is on the conscious, what is on the subconscious, like behind the scene, what is it that kind of brought out this issue. So what was the past, what is happening right now, then what is the core, or what is the person's personality or mindset, what is future, amazing, what is the blockage, or what is the fear or hopes and fears, and what is the outcome. Outcome is very painful. Okay, so when you and at times, you know, what happens is that you get a card that you want to clarify, because at times there is a negative card, like for example, if there is 7 of swords, there is 9 of swords, there is 9 of wands, the cards like that, which kind of can portray a good or a bad thing as well. So in that case, what you can do is you can take a clarifier. So clarifier for this, so there is a clarifier, and if you think that one clarifier is not giving you enough clarity, you can get 2 clarifier that will give you kind of the whole story. So if I look at this spread basically says that in the past there is something that has happened where, and I'm not going to name anyone, I had something in my mind and the spread kind of came like that, so I'm going to read the spread to you. I didn't read this spread in the Hindi video, but the spread, the way it came, I thought it is important to read. So what happened in the past, something kind of happened and something was hidden behind, or somebody left some place or some situation or something. And what is on the mind, what is the main issue? The main issue is that there are people who are hurt, there are situations which are not taken care of, there is something that needs to be taken care of, somebody's hurt, somebody's in problem. And the blockage is Queen of Wands, the blockage is negativity, the blockage is somebody very powerful, the blockage is somebody who's trying to hide everything, or who's trying to kind of put people into this situation where they are broken, where they don't know, where they kind of run away, kind of a thing. Then the conscious thing is that there is a kind of a movement that is happening, movement forward. There is a lot of waste of time, but still movement forward. What is hidden behind? Hidden behind is money and family. So this is a family card and this is a money card. So money, influence, family, dogs, there are something that is hidden behind. What is the situation that is unfolding? The situation is unfolding because there are some connections that are kind of coming out. So there are a lot of connections that are coming out in the situation, and that's how it is unfolding. The personality, the main thing, main core, a lot of things that are hidden, a lot of documents, a lot of things, a lot of situations that are hidden, a lot of connections that are there. What is the near future? The future is justice. So just as what is right will happen. What is the fear? The fear is that the right things might not happen. There might be deception, there might be things which might not come out. And the hopes are that maybe everything that is related should come out. Outcome, I saw the card of 9 of Swords. Now 9 of Swords can be a bad dream, but this card is interpreted as bad dreams getting over as well. So I just needed a clarification. I looked at clarification, and the clarification came as Knight of Wands, some kind of communication, some kind of confirmation, some person who's into some kind of authority, some kind of force, something and from there growth, Empress, everything is coming out, everything is moving towards. So ultimately the outcome is positive. So this is how you kind of relate the spreads, and this is how you will do the spread, a Celtic cross. Now you can actually change the spread according to what you feel like. So you can actually shift the questions around, you can shift the placements around, but whenever you do that, note that somewhere in your diary so that you don't forget that what have you done, so you don't forget. Now if I have to take out the card for you guys, so say I want to ask about what is going on in viewers' mind and what is the suggestion for them and what is the outcome and guidance for them. So if I do that, Hanged Man, you guys are thinking very deep about a lot of things, about a lot of secrets. But anyway, so let's just see again. Okay, some information coming out. So this is when the cards jump out, you should actually take them up because they are the messages. There is a meaning in that. So let's just take out a spread for you guys, and the cards have started jumping out. There is some communication that was hidden that is coming out. I'm not sure what is happening right now because I'm making the video, but let's just see. So if say what is going on in the viewer's mind. So you guys, what is going on in your mind? What is the outcome for this and what is the guidance? Okay, so what is going on? A lot of people are thinking about something that should come out from some kind of authority, or that is coming out for some kind of authority. There could be people who are thinking about their further studies. There are people who are thinking about picking up a university. There are people who are thinking about how will their bosses will deal with situation, or there are people who are thinking about how will they follow a particular guidance, particular religion, particular situation. So definitely something related to high priest, so something related to guidance, something related to moving forward, something related to authorities, government, or exams, like authoritative exams, and somebody kind of who's a guide and who's guiding other people. Okay, looking for guidance or looking forward to some kind of guidance coming your way. The outcome, the card was 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is a card which says that at times you have to kind of move away from a situation. At times you cannot save everyone from everything. And this card also says that whenever something wrong is done, it is always looked at. Somebody is looking at that wrong, and this could be the outcome is that everything that was wrongful, everything that was not done in the right way, there is somebody who's looked at everything and things are coming out. So for you, this could mean that whatever you're looking at, there may be a possibility where there is a change in that, because of this decision, because of this judgment, you might have to change something, you might have to move away from something. The guidance is community. Stay strong, stay together, be with people. That's the guidance. So this is how you can take out cards for yourself. Now with that, yes no questions. Now yes no questions, I don't do yes no questions. Why? Because I feel that nothing in the life is a yes or a no. Everything has a reason and everything has a result of that. So nothing can be yes and no. But if you want to take out yes no questions, if there is a positive card, it's a yes. If there is a negative card, it's a no. If there is a positive card reverse, it's no. If there is a negative card reverse, it's a yes. So you can take it like that. Rest, I think I covered everything. So this is how you kind of take out the cards. Queen of Wands is kind of showing up. I will check if Sushant wants to say something because she showed up twice. So let's just see if he wants to answer anything. I will end the video here. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.